What's up, y'all? Listen, I was elevated. I don't know, probably about shit, about 12. Nah, shit, this is probably about 1 or 2 in the morning. I was hella high, and these bodies was talking about psychological genocide. You see, what is psychological genocide? What is it that they do? I mean, what is it that it does? You see, where do you where do you fall into that body to where you can see that something is destroying you? You see, why is it that you can't see these bodies? You see, and who's helping to perpetrate, or who's helping to make this shit exist, basically. You see, who's helping? You see, are we helping these people? Are we helping these people? We don't have, listen, we don't have anything to bring this shit in. But I tell you what, when they bring it in, we know what the fuck to do with it. You see, we know what the fuck to do with all this shit that they give us. You see? And sometimes these are the same people who rise up high. You see, rise up high and then speak positive things to the people, as if that's going to change something. You see, you're going to have to reap what you sow. You see, you reaping it now. Look at the people. Look at our people. You don't think the situation out here. You don't think the situation out here is linked to to all this genocide that was poured out on our people. You see, in the 70s, you see all this shit with the pimping and all these other type things. You see, pimping and all. I mean, it's listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I was born in '67, nigga. You see, and this shit's still here. This shit's still here. You know, how is it that we hold on to this shit? You see, how is it that we hold on to this shit? What was the big thing back in the 70s or in the 60s? Was it Black Power? Was the Panthers roaming? What did the Panthers turn into? You see, what did the Panthers turn into? Bloods and Crips? You see, is that what the Panthers turned into? Bloods and Crips? You see, who watered that body down? You see, who infiltrated? You see that body? You see, who infiltrated hell of our organizations? You see, how did this body, how did these infections get inside of our bodies? You see, or bodies of organizations. How did these infections get in there? You see, what were they looking for? You see, were they looking for intelligence? Or were they looking for brilliance? When I say brilliance, I'm talking about a motherfucker who know how to disappear hella quick and reappear at the same time, goddammit. You see what I'm saying? Where did you learn intelligence from? Where did you learn that word from? Where all this shit come from? You see, where all this shit come from? Why are we so hyped to present, to lift up an intelligent motherfucker and let him spill hell of history to us and all this other type of shit, and then we just put it in us and then write a book from what we heard? But that's it. You see, that's it. We get the information, we get the knowledge, and then we look to get paid for the bullshit. You see? Yeah, I said bullshit. You see? Bullshit helps the grass grow if you know how to use it. You see? That nitrogen, give it a good color too, especially out here in the bluegrass. You see? But y'all ain't thinking that way though. You see? I'm just talking to you. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to ask a simple question. You see? Because what I'm seeing a whole lot of people that done all type of devastating things, psychological things, or put people, you know what I'm saying, or put people who was loving and caring, you know what I'm saying, who needed somebody, and then they put them motherfuckers on this shit that the government gave them. You see? And a lot of them had children. You see? A lot of them had children, man. You see? And they out here. You see? They out here. My age. You see? Some of them younger. What I'm just saying is, have you asked for forgiveness? Have you asked the Most High to forgive those that was before you? You see? From doing certain things to your own people. You see? You can read this story, everything I'm saying, you can read this body inside of a book called Deuteronomy 28. You see, it talks about something similar to what I'm saying, or it leads to that. You see, what if you ask for forgiveness before you try to be a guru? You know what I'm saying? Before you try to be a guru out this motherfucker. Why don't you ask for forgiveness? Because see, we have children. You know what I'm saying? We have children. You see? And money didn't forgive you. I don't give a fuck if you stop doing it, however it may be. You will have to pay a price. You see? You will have to pay a price. Psychological price. You see? Or a nucleus price. You see? When that shit get down to the earth, when it comes to the earth, you see? And comes through your children, you see? You'll see. You see? You'll see how hard it was, or what you've done. You see? Or what we have done. Put it like that. You see? I'm just talking to you. I'm just saying to you, have you asked for forgiveness for all the shit that happened to our people, or our involvement? You see? Have you asked the Most High to forgive us? You see? Because we didn't understand. We were just trying to live, trying to survive, trying to take care of our families. You see? Because we up here right now, don't know who we are. We have so many wealthy, rich, powerful people that look like you and I, but we still don't know who we are. You see? And we still doing it out here. We're still taking these synthetics and giving it to our people so they can play in Babylon, so they can not feel the sensation of fear. You see? Not feel the sensation of fear. See? So you grab some synthetics and make them feel good to where they can release themselves so something can enter them and make them feel powerful out this motherfucker. You see? I'm just talking to you. This is healing. This is real healing. See, this is real healing. When you talk about this shit, when you let people know that you understand why, fuck it, black people are in the condition that they are in right now, you see, and can't see the future or don't know how to project themselves in the future, you see. because you got so many motherfucking gurus out here. You got hella gurus out here, you see, pacifying your ass just so you can move peacefully with some positive energy for the next day or maybe the next month until the shit fade away. And then you got to keep doing it again. You see? Ain't nobody telling you how to put that shit in your DNA. You see? Write these scores in your DNA so you can become that positivity, so you can own that negativity, so you can just concentrate on the major positive, the most high, the source. You see? Once you listen. Once you concentrate on that major positive, those two minors gonna work diligently to keep you straight and up. You see, there's no such thing as falling. You see, when you got this power next to you, there's no such thing as falling. You see, but somebody got to put it in you, and a lot of you are already in position to do this shit, but ain't nobody talking to you about it. Ain't nobody talking to you about how to reprogram or rewrite your DNA. Ain't nobody talking about that shit. They talking about surface shit. You see? They talking about surface shit. You see? When the last time you asked for forgiveness? You see? For your people. Forgive our people. You see? Holler up to something that's greater than you. And ask for forgiveness. You see? Why I gotta be the only one, a nobody? You see? A nobody. Why I gotta be the only one? You see? And the worst thing about it is, people will hear you asking the Most High for forgiveness. You see? And they'll come and try to kill you. That's letting you know where the fuck we at. You see? That's letting you know where the fuck we at. So that means all this religious shit, the Bible, the Quran, all this shit is straight blasphemy. You see? To the greatest. You see? It's straight blasphemy. You see, if you can't ask for forgiveness, niggas. You see? If you can't ask for forgiveness. You see? You don't want to ask for forgiveness. But you want to take that money though, don't you? You want to take this. You want to take their money and live lavishly and present yourself on social media like a guru, but you ain't asked for forgiveness. You see, of the Most High. See, you got to understand something. There's things in this place right now that's walking, that's listening, that's talking. You see, that y'all say don't exist. Y'all say don't exist. And you were programmed to say that shit so it can walk through. You know, it don't exist. You see? So it's just gonna walk on through. You see, it's just gonna walk on through. It's gonna be right next to you, talking to you, all type of shit. You ain't gonna know shit. You gonna see him just like you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you probably hand him $1 because he don't have all this $10,000 shoes on and $20,000 pants and a $100,000 belt buckle and all this other type of shit. You see? And listen, I ain't knocking none of that shit. I ain't knocking it. But take care of your house first. Take care of your home first. You see? You see? A nigga who always took care of his house don't know what the fuck it feels like to not take care of, you know what I'm saying, his house. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker who always done it right. You see? He don't know nothing about how to do it wrong. You see? He don't know nothing about how to do it wrong or what it feels like when you do it wrong. You see? If you sitting around this motherfucker, you see, and you doing every goddamn thing that's perfect and right and all this other type of shit, you ain't got into no madness, none of that type of shit. In your development, you have no clue what it feels like when that motherfucking wheel rotates. You don't know what it feels like. You ain't been there. You see, you ain't been there, but you bearing witness to those who have been there. You see, so you speak on what you didn't talk, what you didn't saw, or what you probably felt. You see, but you didn't experience it. It's a whole difference. When you experience this shit, you become. You see, you get a ticket to ride. You see, because this sacred power know that you fucking with these two poles. You see, in the remembrance of the two you came from. You see? But if you just one positive motherfucker, you see, this is when you get kicked out of heaven. You see, trying to be close to the Most High. Ask for forgiveness and see if you'll be forgiven.